Hello to everyone. How are you? This is Joanna, and this is Monday evening. And I want to share with you some items that I picked up or that came in an order. I did a Target order. These three missed, this right here, and this came in the order. I just wanted to compare this. I believe these fragrance mists are $7.99, and this is $12.99. And this bottle is more solid. These bottles are quite flimsy. But I wanted to say I got these mists out of curiosity. I smelled them today. The one that I get the most fragrance from of the ones that I ordered is the gingerbread. However, they're very light. They're more or less like a water mist, if you say. And I mean, not like the water scents that are supposed to be light, but like somebody added fragrance to water and sprayed it. The contents within the bottle, when you spray it out, is soapy looking. And I really think that in this case, from what I feel about these, they should have stuck with lotion. Usually, when they would come out with a scent, they give us a lotion. And I do know that in the, is it caramel pecan crunch, the hot cocoa, the gingerbread, even this sugar cookie here, I think that a lot of people would have preferred a lotion. That's what they do, and they seem to do their lotions well, especially the Body Love lotions, but I don't see those around too much anymore. Now, I do like their cute little sayings on here. As we already know, this one is treats for the shower. Please don't devour. And then on these, they added treats for the skin. Please don't dig in. Now, I like the concept of these. I like the size of these. For $7.99, they're 8 ounces. As compared to this 6 ounce, it is $12.99. Now, this is going back because I don't like it, but I wanted to wait till I got these to see. And I'm thinking in my case, I might just return all of this. And if they give me a card or a credit or something like that, I don't know if I want my money back or not, because Target right now has a Chobani cookie butter creamer that I'm after. And they got some decent little frozen foods I can get just on a whim. So I don't know. But I am disappointed in these mists, and I'll tell you why. Other than the fact that they come out soapy, they're very light. This is a type of mist that, let's say I had a niece or my daughter was like, say, 8, 9, 10. This is something I would let them wear. It is skincare, so it's not going to hurt them. But they would be the ones that I think that would find this pleasant, because to them it'd be like their first body mist. And you know, when you get your first mist, it can be as light as air. You think it's something because it's like the closest thing to that adult product that your big sister or your aunt has that you like. This also reminds me of when they put those little kits together in the little stores that are made for the little girls that are 5, 6, and 7, when they do the little princess sets and they do a little body care item. It's really, really light like that. Like I said, I wish they would have just stuck with making lotions. So I'm not keeping these. The most fragrant one here, like I said, is my gingerbread. I still smell it on my hand. I don't even like the sugar cookie one, and I thought that I would. So my soap I'm pleased with. I'm keeping this. As we know, I have the scrub, the deodorant, and the body wash in this. And again, I wish they would have made a lotion. So these items right here are going back. We already know that. We're putting those to the side. Now, another thing I can look for if I get a store credit is I like this. We had the, what was it? Something toasted marshmallow and vanilla. If I'm probably stringing those words together wrong, but I did say that that body wash smelled more like a spiced, like they could have called it vanilla spice. They could have called it holiday spice. This is vanilla. Now, someone on here told me they felt like it smelled like the Dove Nilla Bean, which I was okay with because I like that. I bought 2 of those. It smells a little bit different to me, but then again, it's like with colors of beige. When you love beige, you can tell someone the different nuances of all the colors, even if they look the same to them. I love vanilla. There's different nuances in here, but I like this so much, y'all. There are bars in this, but they're hard to find. I will probably go to Target, see what they have that I might want to exchange for. I do like this. Now, I haven't used it in the shower. I'm going just off of the scent. I really like this. I like it a lot, and I want the soap bars. Now, I have the oatmeal and rice milk bars, which I love. And then they have the vanilla shea bars. I like those, but they're going to be like number 4 or 5 compared to the rest of this, because I do like them, but this is going to be my number 1. I have the, is it peony and sweet cream and Dove? And then I have I wish they would make a macadamia and rice milk bar to go with that body wash. That's what they need to do, and they need to give us a lotion. This also needs a lotion because this is really good as far as the scent. Again, like I said, I haven't used it. I do want the soap bars. I want a big pack. And again, this scent is vanilla and sweet cream as opposed to the peony and sweet cream. So within the line, we have the vanilla and the shea. I do like that coconut and cocoa butter a lot. We have the rice milk and oatmeal. And then we have this and the unscented bars. And this right here and that rice milk is going to be my top two. Like I said, poor little vanilla shea is going to fall by the wayside. But I do like all of them. I would have all of them as if I had to pick a top 5. Somewhere in there would be all of them. If it's 4 or 5, it would be all of them. But this right here, I am going to go look for in the bars. So the next thing I did, as you can see, I went to Bath & Body Works. And I picked up something today. I was going in and out about this because they didn't have it. Some people were disappointed with it. But even though I did not like the Mist to the Guilty as Fig, if y'all recall, I love the perfume and the cream combo. So I just decided to get this. I'll keep it regardless. I didn't hate it, but I was wondering if I would like it a bunch. And then the next thing I got was candles. So I'll go ahead and get those out and share those with you from the $10.95 sale. They did not have any testers of the Inner Radiance perfumes for me to smell to see if I would like it or not, so I just got it. Also, while I was in the store, I took advantage of smelling some of the things that I was interested in that was in my cart. I got to smell the minis, the gingerbread, the warm cookie, and is it Jolly Lollipop? Y'all, I didn't like none of them. And I'm glad. I'm glad that I didn't like any of them. I didn't even like the vanilla-ish one. I didn't feel like it smelled any better than the birthday and the buttercream and all the little vanilla-esque things that I already have. The Holly Jolly smelled a lot like my Mary Cheer, too much like it, even though it was cute. The gingerbread did not have the gingerbread latte scent to me. It had a much stronger scent. And I already have very vanilla. I have the original gingerbread latte. You know, and I knew I had this mist coming, but I'm not keeping it. So I didn't like any of that stuff, and I didn't even like the nutmeg, which is good because, you know, I have too much stuff to begin with, so it's always great when I don't like something. I stripped those things off my list. What I also got to smell was the wallflower in the PJs, something cozy PJs or comforting PJs. I loved that. I may go back and get 2 of those. And I got to smell some of the other newer wallflowers. There was one other one that I liked, but I forgot the name of it. But if they have a wallflower sale, I will get that. So the candles that I got, which a lot of you got, they had them in the store, and I was very glad that they had them in store. And I smelled the 3 newest ones while I was in there. So, and then the other ones I kind of left alone. But the one that I got, I'm happy that I have it because it was one of my ones that got broke last time. So, of course, these 3 along the bottom, which I'm glad they weren't online exclusives. I got the Frosted Chai Cookie. This one was the one that when I smelled it in store, I wasn't sure about, but my order was already done. The Peppermint Sugar Cookie, I believe, was a mint green shade. I had that version, and that's the one that fell in here and broke. Crispy Cookie Edges, which I loved, and Santa's Milk and Cookies I loved. I did not smell the sugared pine needles, and I did not smell the bow ties and bourbon while I was in there. So, y'all, now I'm over here making a mess.